Please subscribe to my channel by clicking the subscribe button. It is absolutely free of cost. Please click on the bell icon to receive the notifications regarding all my newly uploaded videos. Hello everyone, so today is a Sunday and I believe that you all are having a very good Sunday. So today's topic of discussion as per the current weekly schedule is dedicated to the field of operations, and the topic of discussion of today is operations management and its principles. So without wasting any further time, let's get started directly with the concept. So, seeing the topic operations management, the first question that arises is that what is meant by operations management? I would answer this by saying that operations management involves planning, organizing, and supervising the business processes with the aim to improve the productivity and efficiency of the company. Now, for this, if we have to make certain changes, we have to do it, and those changes have to be in line with the strategic goals of the company. Hence, as they are in line with the strategic goal of the company, they are always preceded by deep analysis and measurements of the existing processes. So that is about what is meant by operations management. Now let us move to the second question that arises out of this topic is that what is the nature of the operations management? Answering this, I would say that operations management is of a multidisciplinary nature. It makes sure that material or labor or any kind of input that is involved in a certain business process is used in the most effective and efficient way with an aim to maximize the output. Operations management also involves general management principles wherein an operation manager has to be aware with the knowledge and the principles of material planning, production systems, and the manufacturing techniques. Also, he should have the knowledge of cost control principles. He has to be the one who can handle labor relations very well because that is the very important area of operations management. Let us now understand in detail what are the skills required for an operational manager. The first skill that is required for any operational manager is that of organizational ability. Having defined the operations management as the process of planning, organizing, and supervising the business processes, the organizational ability skill becomes very important for an operational manager. The second skill is that of understanding and analyzing the business processes. An operational manager needs to understand and analyze the business processes because without this, he'll not be able to make proper decisions. The third skill is that of coordination of processes. Having understood and analyzed the processes properly, then operation manager should make decisions with an aim to maximize the productivity of the resulting process. For this, he should be able to coordinate or combine different processes and to make one single process. The fourth skill is that of a people's management skill. Labor is a very important input for operations. For this, the operation manager should be able to manage the labor well. He should be able to make the labor understand his purpose of the work and his roles for that process. Having understood this, the resulting process will definitely succeed. The fifth skill is that of a creativity. If a problem cannot be solved by a certain process, an operation manager should think of a different process so as to involve creative ideas with an aim that the problem is solved. The last skill that is important for an operation manager is that of a tech savviness. Nowadays, operations are becoming more and more dependent on technology. For this, new and new features are definitely involved in existing processes. So, an operation manager should analyze the new evolving technologies and should make decisions so as to implement that new technologies into the current existing process. This should be done with an aim to improve the efficiency and productivity of the resulting process, and it benefits the company. That is about the skills that are required by any operation manager. Let us now move to the last and the most important topic of the video, that is the principles of operations management. Now, there are a list of 16 principles that are defined by Sir Richard Schonberger, who is a famous American researcher, also the author of the world famous book World Class Manufacturing the Next Decade. He is very famous for the 16 principles in the operations field. Now, what are these principles? Let us now look at each of the principles one by one. The first principle that is involved in the list of 16 principles is that of teaming up with customers. What does this mean? It simply means that we should be able to understand our customer preferences better. The first is we should first know what a customer wants, what he will prefer to buy. Having understood these two things, we should be able to arrange and organize our product families accordingly. The second principle is that of a continuous and a rapid improvement. We should continuously strive for improving continuously with the aim to maximize our efficiency of the process. Also, we should not disturb the quality of the product resulting out of the process. We should aim for a quicker customer response and offering the customer maximum flexibility because the customers prefer flexibility offered to them. The third principle of operations management is of a unified purpose. We should involve the frontline workers in strategic discussions with an aim that they are able to understand the purpose of the work they are handling. Having understood the purpose of the work, they'll be able to execute the work in a more efficient and a more productive form so that the resulting output of the process is maximized. Thus, it will benefit the company also. The fourth principle of operations management is that of knowing our competition. We should know the customers our competitors target. We should also know the best practices that are offered by our competitors to its customers. We should also know the competitive edge the competitors have over us. Having known these three things and imbibing things wherever possible in a company, we will be surely able to surpass the achievements of our competitors. The fifth principle of operations management is that of focusing on the customer requirements. Deviating from the preferences of the customer or offering him any kind of features that are of no use to him will lead us to a point where the customer will not buy our products. Also, the cost of the product will increase due to the unnecessary features that are involved in it. So this will lead us to a point where we are not succeeding at selling our products. So this is a very important principle which states that we should not deviate from the customer preferences of a product. The sixth principle is that of organizing our resources. Based on the demands of the different products involved in a product portfolio, we should be able to organize our resources such that the customer requirements are always met. The seventh principle is that of investing in HR activities. What does this mean? It simply means that we should arrange frequent training for our employees, involve them in different kinds of jobs, offer them job rotations because it will help them to improve their skills. Also, we should plan for them some recreational activities, offer maximum rewards and recognitions because such kinds of offerings improve the employee morale and it will help the company also to improve the efficiency and the work culture. The eighth principle is that of maintaining our equipment. As already said, that operations nowadays are totally dependent on the evolving technology. With the evolving technology, new and new equipments come into the market. But rather than acquiring new equipment every time, we should first analyze that whether the current equipment will help us to involve that new technology as well. If it helps us, well and good. If not, we can think of procuring that new equipment. So this is a very important principle that can help the company to save its cost of production also. Ninth principle of operations management is that of having simple and the best equipments at work. Having simple equipments, it simply means that complexity should not be involved in that equipment. It should be simple to use with the aim that the quality of the resulting product is maximum. Also, the time required to carry out to produce that product is minimum. This will help the company to improve the efficiency of the production and delivering the same product to the customer at a quicker pace. The 10th principle is that of minimizing the human errors. We should always keep our equipment in a well maintained form because there is a possibility that not maintaining the equipment properly will lead to errors. The causes of errors should be identified at a very early stage. For this, the frontline workperson should be responsible. He should identify the sources of errors and try to eliminate those errors. Having done so, it will help us to avoid the propagation of errors in the resulting process. Keeping this principle into attention, it benefits the company also as it helps the company to avoid the rejection cost because having a product with lot of errors leads to rejection and it's an unnecessary cost. The 11th principle is that of cutting times. The customer will always prefer to buy a product which is of a very good quality. Also, the time in which the product reaches to the customer after its demand is raised should be minimum. Having this in mind, the company should strive to offer the customer a good quality product, keeping the lead time very less. The 12th principle is that of cutting setup. It simply means that the demand can be sometimes varying. Having this into mind, we did not have new equipments to cater that demand because it will lead us to supply that product at a higher lead time. For this, the existing equipment should be used in the most efficient form so that we can cater to that demand. The 13th principle is that of having a pull system. Now, this is a very good concept known as just in time, wherein a demand, if raised any time by any customer, can be catered to quickly because having stockings of the products lead us to have an inventory carrying cost which is sometimes a unnecessary wastage of cash available with us. So we should use this concept of just in time wherein if any demand is raised any time by any customer we should quickly cater to. The 14th principle is that of total quality control. What does this mean? It simply means that the total quality of the product is in our hands. For this, we should use the best materials, the best processes, and the best partners. Partners in the means, I would say, the supply chain management available with the company. Having done so, the quality of the product and the reliability of the product will be maximum. And this is one of the important considerations for any customer while purchasing any product. 15th principle of operations management is that of fixing the causes. Having errors avoided is important, but eliminating the cost of the errors is even more important. For this, we should try to eliminate the causes of the errors. We should try to identify the causes of the errors at each and every stage of our production process, and we should eliminate such causes. 16th principle and the last principle defined by Sir Richard Skonberger in this list is of visibility management. What does this mean? It simply means that whatever changes you bring into your processes with an aim to improve the quality, efficiency, effectiveness of your product, you should inform in the company the customers around you because it helps to create a positive environment wherein the customer is also confident of your products. This helps the company to generate more and more customers around it, and it will help the company to improve its profit levels also. So these are the list of 16 principles that are related to operation management that are defined by Sir Richard Skonberger. So today we have learned the concept of operations management, its nature, the required skills for being an operational manager, and what are the principles that an operation manager should pay attention at while taking the task of operations for any company. So I am very confident that each and every one of you has understood each and every concept discussed in this video. If you have certain doubts further, please comment below. I will surely answer them. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. The link is just here. Also smash the like button if you have liked the video. The link to my more videos are just here. Also, we are available on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn with Ravenous Learner. Don't forget to connect with us. Let's continue the spirit of learning and sharing. Thank you. Goodbye.